This mini seminar is about your hard drive, the place where all your programs and your operating system and all the files that you have saved over the years, your wonderful documents that you've written and your spreadsheets, where all those things are saved. So, about that hard drive, is it getting full? Is it getting cluttered? And this mini seminar will show you how to find out the answers to those questions and how to fix it if the answers to those questions are not just what you want. Having a hard drive that is too full or too cluttered can slow down your computer. So, how do we find out just what is the shape of our hard drive? Well, the first thing to do is to go to Windows Explorer. And if you have a place on your taskbar with an icon for Windows Explorer, you can click there and start Windows Explorer. But if you don't, you can go to All Programs or Programs and Accessories if you're back in XP. And when you get down to Accessories and you click that folder, you will see as one of the options in there Windows Explorer with exactly the same icon as you have down here. So one place or another, let's click that and it opens. Now, before we use Windows Explorer to check out our hard drive, let me show you the way my Windows Explorer displays. I have two sections. One on the left shows the basic categories of things that Windows Explorer is displaying to me: favorites, libraries, the computer, and the network. And on the right, I have what is in the category that I have selected here to the left. I have documents, music, pictures, and videos. If you don't see something that looks like this, the first thing you need to do is go into Organize and then click Layout and make sure there are check marks in all the boxes except the preview pane. If I put a check mark in that preview pane, we get one more category in Windows Explorer over on the right. I don't use that very much, so I would suggest you don't need to have that checked in Layout. But you do need to have all the others checked in Layout. Menu bar, which is up here. If you don't see this File, Edit, View, Tools, Help, you need to click the menu bar. See, when I uncheck it, that disappears. So I go back to the Layout and re-click the menu bar and I get File, Edit, Tools, Help, etc. Check that out before you get on with using Windows Explorer. Your hard drive is under Computer, and it is the C drive in your computer. So to find out how full it is and how cluttered it is, the first thing we do is select C by left-clicking on it, and then we right-click on that same C, which gives us a menu, one of the options of which, way down at the bottom, is Properties. When we left-click on that, it shows us how full the C drive is. The used space is blue, and the free space is, in my case, pink, magenta, whatever you wish to call that. And as you can see, my hard drive is less than 3/4 full. I think 3/4 is a place to begin to worry. So if your hard drive is 3/4 full or approaching that or more than that, or if you just want to do some spring cleaning, one of your options is to go to Disk Cleanup right here next to that drive that you're examining and click there. And Disk Cleanup will calculate how much space you might be able to free on your C drive. And when it calculates that, which could take 2-3 minutes, go get a cup of coffee, you will get a list of things that you can use Disk Cleanup to free of stuff that you don't really need. You will delete all those things when you proceed. You will delete all those things that have check marks in them. You can choose which of these to delete. For example, I don't play games in my computers, so I can put a check mark here, and I can put a check mark here. Game news files and game statistics files. I don't need those. My recycle bin has a whole gigabyte in it. I'm not going to put a check mark in that because I don't really need to. Over here I am not hurting for space, and I might want to unrecycle some things that I've put in the recycle bin. System error memory dump files. I'm pretty sure I can get rid of that. And temporary files, I know I can get rid of that. And I think that will do it. That will get rid of 1.8 gigabytes of disk space. Now, in my free space of 169 gigabytes, in my case, that isn't going to make that much of a difference. But it is something I can do, and each one of these has a separate description. If you want to click on any one of them, you can read what those are. I'm going to keep that one. This is one of the things that allows me to get back to something that I look at often, because every time I go there, it saves a copy of it, and I can go back by looking at that. Here are offline web pages. Offline pages are web pages that are stored on your computer so that you can view them without being connected to the file, to the internet. I can certainly get rid of those offline web pages because I don't look at stuff on the internet offline. I go online and look at them there. So when I am happy with the files that I have selected to delete, I can click OK, and it'll ask me, are you sure you want to permanently delete these files? And when I say yes, it will, in fact, delete those files. Depending upon how big that whole list is, it may take a while. And we're done.